Right folks, we continue our coverage of the AGRITECHNICA 2025 event, brought to you by our lovely people at Cummins, Avon Tuning HD, JCB Insurance and S&G Plant Service. And now we find ourselves on the mighty Manitou stand with David Clark here, who's going to talk us through some of the latest developments, because you've got a few pieces dotted about here and there and everywhere. Some of it we've seen before, some of it's, you know, we're getting an update on it, but yeah, David, take it away and we'll start with this machine.
Well, welcome to the Manitou stand.
Thank you very much.
So we've got a few models on display. The first one we've really got to show you is what we had actually at LAMA show earlier in January, which is part of our evolution updates on the new Ag range. So this is the 742 model. So quite a few updates on those. There was two new models introduced on the 738. So we lifted the capacity on the 742.
Right.
So again, lifting the capacity. Main thing on that is obviously a bit more lift on the front, but also more lifting capacity at full height.
Right.
So we increased the capacity overall at full height by 500 kilograms.
So how have you managed to do that then?
Basically with a new telescopic boom.
Right. So
completely new boom. It's a lot heavier duty in terms of its kind of construction.
Yeah.
But the way we've designed it is actually lighter in terms of its overall geometry and its overall strength. So
hence why you can have a bit more further up.
Yeah, exactly. So making the machine more stable. So full height on the 742, we can do 3.5 ton.
All right, above your head.
Which is market leading.
Yeah.
So that's all part of the evolutions. We can retrofit options and things like that far more easily.
Right.
We can have full auto lube all the way to the boom head.
Yeah.
You do all your boom pivot pins right the way at the very top.
Right.
The only thing we don't grease basically is the prop shaft.
Yeah, because it's a bit tricky.
It's a bit hard work out.
No one's sussed that one out yet.
No.
Tell you what, when they do, it's going to be mint.
It'd be a really good idea.
Yeah.
We've got other little things such as new mud guards, which are giving a lot better coverage, so wider, longer, more repositioning options as well.
Right.
So if you're in yard work or field work,
so you can tweak it and tailor it.
You can just move them a little bit just to stop it sort of throwing as much mud around.
Yeah.
We've got LED lights pretty much all around the machine with optional LED headlights as well.
Right.
And then we've also got some updates inside the cab.
Right.
So one of those is a larger armrest on the seat.
Yeah.
So again, just giving it a bit more operator comfort.
Okay.
Basically.
Yeah.
And then a full overhaul of the ventilation system.
Right.
So it looks exactly the same, but the actual gubbins underneath, the mechanics, the fan blower, the filtration system,
everything that makes it work.
Everything's all brand new.
Right.
Far more efficient. We're drawing in less air than we did do, so the filter gets less clogged up.
All right, so you're pulling in less air, but you're moving more around the cab.
Just physically doing it more efficiently.
Right.
There's a few more air vents kind of near the door and near the far window.
Yeah.
We can also now direct it that we couldn't do before, so we can, like your car, you can put it on your windscreen, have it blowing in your face. We can do recirculation as well, defrost mode.
Yeah.
So yeah, just a general kind of update, and obviously linked to the air-con system that's now working better.
Right.
So longer days in the cab, keep the cab cooler.
That's it. And overall cab layout, controls, that sort of stuff. Has anything happened to that at all?
No, in terms of the dashboard, the control systems, the sort of switch gear inside the cab, that's the same.
Yeah.
There's a new function on all of them now called a smart counting system.
Right.
So we have a dedicated switch on the armrest, and that allows, on the dashboard, you use it like a digital tally.
Yeah.
So as you're loading, every bucketful you count, you can either manually record the number, or you can have it on boom angle, where it's automatically recording.
So it triggers a point on the boom angle.
Point. Right. So you can record up, or you can tell it I want 20 bucketful, and it'll then count down for you.
All right, there you go.
So yeah, with digital sort of tally.
And I think I remember going back at one of the Lamas anyway. You got your new weighing system, all that.
Yeah, which we've got a simulator just set up over there, which we're going to have a little look at. Before we do, a new model that we've introduced as part of that evolution is a brand new 9 metre, which is on this side.
So that's this side. So that one we've just looked at behind us, that's core product for you guys.
Core 7 metre, 4.2 ton core machine.
Yeah.
The new 9 metre, which is in essence the same machine almost, but with a 9 metre boom.
Right.
So we've got a 3-stage boom on there, giving that over 9 metre lift height.
What's she lifted?
That's a 3.7 ton overall.
Right. Yeah.
Full height, I can't remember.
Right.
If I'll be honest. The other side of this, though, is where we're positioning this in the marketplace. So we do over 9 metres, at a high spec.
Right.
So this 937 is designed to be a bit more of an entry machine. So we've only got 115 horsepower engine.
Okay,
We've got a 4-speed manual gearbox that only does 33 kph top speed.
Right.
So it's a true kind of yard machine.
Yeah.
We've still got 150 litre a minute load sensing hydraulics. So we're still good on the operating speed.
So good for lifting and moving the stuff.
Yeah, if you're in a grain store, stacking bales in the yard, a lot of yard work, you've just got a nice bit more of an entry-level machine that's designed for that.
Right.
Everyday kind
and that's
of
just
use.
a 4-speed.
4-speed manual gearbox.
Yeah, torque converter gearbox.
Torque converter gearbox.
Right.
And again, because we've
kind of going old school. Well, back a bit, isn't it?
Yeah, this is it. And we've got a few customers in the UK who've asked about it. We've retailed some of them.
I was going to say, there must be some demand there if you go to the effort making it.
I mean, there's a lot of customers who like to have the technology, but there's also we've got a lot of customers who also like to keep things more basic.
Yeah.
And when you've got a machine that's literally stacking bales in the yard, loading grain, you can save a bit of your upfront cost by having a bit less specification.
Right. So you've literally got a simple materials mover from Manitou.
Yeah. And also, European market is quite big and appealing in places in Ukraine and those types of lower sort of spec requirement countries.
Yeah.
Basically. So,
not as diva-ish as the UK and Ireland.
Exactly.
There we go. Right, moving on.
Another new feature that we are previewing at AGRITECHNICA is what we call the Safe Alert rear camera.
Right.
So we've got it mocked up on this 850 machine.
Right.
So on the back of the machine, we have a dedicated new camera, which is AI intelligent. So it's detecting human recognition.
Right.
So you can see on the screen there.
Chris is getting a face full. Look at him.
Picking the cameraman up.
That's the one and only time you'll see him, boys and girls.
So what you can see on the screen is what the operator would see on a display inside the cab. So we've got different zones that show you the distance, if you will. And if we kind of all step out the red zone.
See the box where my feet are.
I don't know if Chris can also come out of the red zone because it's picking you up.
You come with us. That's it. You get into the yellow zone.
As soon as we all move out of the yellow zone, we've got a foot just in it. You see the beacon on the top of the boom? That's actually active now because it's picked up someone's foot.
That we're getting near.
Right. So if we could move him.
Can we?
Hold on. Can I just this way slightly?
Hang on, we're doing some shuffling here.
Perfect. So now everyone's out of the red zone.
Right.
We can see the beacon's gone off.
Back it up, everyone.
We've still got an alert.
You're going to hit something. You go around that.
So once we are completely out of the yellow.
So that beacon's gone off now.
If you see, the beacon's gone off. It's still picking us up. It still knows we are there.
Still knows we're there, but we're in a safe zone.
And if we go into the yellow, straight away there's more of an alert. The driver starts to hear an alert inside the cab, and then once we get into the red, you also get the external alert. So someone behind the machine's actually being said, hey, look, you are detected, rather than just a beeper.
Yeah.
Might be something that someone is actually going to pay attention to.
Yeah.
How many reversing beepers also, unfortunately, get disconnected?
Well, exactly,
which is quite a lot.
Yeah.
So this is really, the idea of this is to try and bring something into market. We know safety data, more people are actually struck by a machine than actually being something falling on them, for example.
Yeah.
So obviously, trying to prevent that is a bigger safety
And the
aspect.
biggest driver for this, will it have come from the construction industry, will it?
Construction industry, we see it in the UK now as a retrofit solution on certain building sites. We all know the biggest market in the UK that's not very safety conscious, unfortunately for records.
Is ours.
It's ours.
It's ag market,
So the potential really is really key. And that's why I would like to kind of have this system that's a bit more integrated.
That's it, Well, like we were chatting with some others before, you get these big dairy units, there's a lot of staff kicking about, isn't there?
Yeah.
And as well as the visual alert in the cab and the audio alert in there, would it automatically cut off drive as well?
At the moment, not yet.
Not yet.
It's something we are considering looking at, whether we can introduce that. We just don't want to...
Stop looking at yourself. Go on.
We just don't... When we're cutting off drive is then actually introducing something that is then going to maybe stop the machine as well. So it's a fine line between having... and you also get into road homologation issues as well.
You're into another situation of you might actually make the situation worse.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So for the moment, monitoring alerts and see what we can develop from that. Also on display on our stand, we've got the MLT 625 electric machine.
Right, which we had a preview at Lammas. So
yes.
Where are you up to in terms of this project?
This now will be on the UK shores before the end of the year.
This is for sale now, is it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So customers can order it. They can quote it. We'll have one at Lammas show.
Right.
Again, and we'll also start some active demonstrations with it as well. So.
Sound. Capacities on this machine?
Capacity, we've made some tweaks as the time's gone on. We're now, machine capacity is 2.5 ton 6 metre.
Yeah.
So there's no difference between this and a diesel machine.
Right.
When we look at the power source though, we've now got one standard 35 kilowatt hour battery. So it's a good capacity that's going to give us, during testing, we've got a full continuous 4 hours use. So there's always downtime in between.
Is that a proper 4 hours?
That's a proper 4 hours of constant use.
Yeah.
So we know there's also downtime comes into it, a bit of idle time, so that 4 hours will extend. But we've got that because of the 35 kilowatt battery pack. We've also then put 9 kilowatt onboard chargers integrated into the bonnet. And everything is then recharged either via this 9 kilowatt Type 2 charging system.
Yeah.
Now that system plugs into your Type 2 socket, into your lead, and then you've got multiple sockets in this box here, and you can change these adapters. Yeah. Charge them whatever.
And how long to charge up with this one, this Type 2?
If you're on a 3-phase,
right,
32 amp, for every 1 hour charge, you put 25% back in.
Right.
Which is about an hour's use.
That's on 3-phase?
That's on 3-phase.
Right.
Obviously, the lower the power you go, the longer you charge.
So we're talking overnight job up here.
Yeah. And then a bit of a boost at dinner time.
Yeah.
However, what we also have got, just behind, underneath, we've got the option here to have a fast charge. Right. Which is a 30 kilowatt DC charge.
Okay, yeah.
So there is an additional charging box available that's kind of like mains powered, permanently wired in almost. So you have that in your charging, your parking bay. Yeah. That will then recharge the battery, I think it's from 20 to 80% in under an hour. So that's giving you if you are in that instance where you do want to really get that afternoon shift in, the DC charge is the best one.
For example, if this was on the dairy unit, 4 hours use out of this, like if this was the support machine to a big, like one of your bigger ones, 4 hours is probably going to be enough for the day, isn't it? To do all your little bedding
and
exactly.
And those times,
dispensing and stuff.
At lunchtime when you have got a bit of downtime, you can just top it up a bit. But they'll come pre-configured with the fast charging wirings all there. So if you ever got found that you wanted a bit more boost, that could always be purchased later on.
What's cameraman Chris think, who just so happens he's an electrician? Is it all stack up? Yeah, he's nodding.
He's nodding. He's just worried about what size of RCD to trip.
Exactly, yeah.
So that's coming.
That's coming.
And we've got quite a few inquiries, people inquiring about it. Looking at
what industry?
Poultry for one.
Yeah.
Also, different organisations who carbon sort of neutral. People looking at green credentials.
Yeah.
And then the other thing we're showing on the stand is we have a simulator set up here of our new smart weighing system.
Right, this is what we discussed.
We've had this at Lammas show and sort of preview. We've now got a machine in the UK. We're doing training and the first sort of preview on it. The simulation's all set up here. If I go into, we've got some settings we can go into. It's designed as a sort of training simulation model.
Right.
And we can physically go in through the dashboard, sit down with customer, and it's just loading at the minute. But once we go through the menu, you kind of see the different weighing options that we've got. So we can go into the screen. So we can go down to a dedicated measurement screen. So here is what your normal display would look like.
Yeah.
Obviously,
so that's real size, but we can blow it up.
We've got it on there.
Yeah.
And then within there we've got different types of measurement that we can do. So we can do a counting system, which we've got on the 742 model. We can do a basic weighing system, so it's just taking a weight on the front, cumulative, where we add it up as we go along to filling the trailer. Target is where we set a target for trailer, might be 26 tonne, come down from there. And rations is a new area where we can actually go and set dedicated feed rations. And if I go back, we can actually go into here and program individual rations. So
is that something you'd have to do? I mean, do you have like a Manitou portal where you can set this up and then export it onto the machine, or do you have to do it in the machine?
At the minute, so everything's on the machine in terms of programming.
Right.
Well, feed ration, you may be adjusting it once every 3 weeks.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a daily thing.
Yeah. I suppose once you've sat down for half an hour and put it all in.
It doesn't even take that.
Yeah.
It's literally, if you program a couple of rations, you'll 5 minutes and you'll
rattle on.
You'll put them in.
Right.
We set rations based on the head count.
Yeah.
First of all.
Oh, in case because that can change quickly.
Yeah. So what it does, you actually put your plan in based on your nutritional value per cow.
Yeah.
And then it automatically adjusts based on how many cows you're going to feed.
Right.
So the first thing it asks you, once you've got a ration programmed, and then you hand it over to the operator feed, the first thing it asks the operator is how many head he's going to feed.
All right.
Because dairy herds always go up and down, cows come in and go.
Always being moved around. Yeah.
So because it adjusts that, automatically he knows exactly what he's loading of each ingredient.
Yeah.
So it's a really user-friendly system that allows people just to have it in the machine.
Yeah.
We've also then got it fully linked into the mobile application. So we can keep records of what's actually going on. And on the app, this is actually our 841 demo unit, which is in the UK. We can go into the activity. We can see how much we're actually weighing, the counting. We've got more information available. And we can then actually go right for an individual ration, choose that ration in terms of dairy 1, for example. And then we can get some information based on the last 7 days, actually how much was actually fed. We've not done anything with our demo in the last couple of days, but we can actually say, right, last 30 days.
See what it's been up to.
Actually how much of each material has been used. We can then do exactly the same by ingredient. So we can keep a track on maybe how much grass silage we've used.
I was saying, like other feedstuffs as well, for when you need to get ready to be ordering again.
Well, on the bottom of that, we can track an ingredient. So for example here, we've got different ingredients that are already kind of pre-programmed in. But yeah, we can, if we have a delivery of an ingredient, maybe brewer's grains, for example, we tell it exactly how much was delivered on the date. We tell it I want a notification when whatever remaining amount you've got, and you'll get a notification on the app.
There you go.
So it's a stock management system as well. So that's all linked into the smart weighing system.
And the setup that we were talking about before, can you do any of that through your phone?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. It's in the pipeline, hopefully, to get that development in. But yeah, the ration programming's on the dash.
Yeah.
And then really what's available on the phone is history.
Okay.
It's actually history.
And do you ever think you could keep going further and further and tie it in with a TMR management system?
Yeah, I think
straight export out, boom, into this.
I think that in the future steps, that's probably where we would like to aim towards. Maybe we can have some sort of API set up with somebody else. But at the moment, we've got this kind of embedded within the hardware of the machine.
Yeah.
I suppose the main benefit for us at the moment is how we can optimise the machine's performance.
Yeah.
Making it, reducing that number of journeys maybe. The system's 2% accurate.
Right.
So we are weighing within good margins. But also we can take a measurement with the boom in any position.
Right.
So if you are boomed out a little bit, you go over your trailer, you can actually take that reading, you know what it is.
It knows.
Because there's a lot of times you go pick up your heap of brewer's grains, for example, and you want, say, half a tonne, but you always pick up more.
Oh yeah.
But then rather than taking all of that down to the feeder, you can then just tip out what you want.
There and then.
But you can have your bucket over the top of your heap and tip out, weigh it, tip out, and then take it, rather than having to come back in, get into a position, take a reading. So the fact that it's fully integrated in the machine gives us that
you just cut out a journey already.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, real sort of good productivity. And even just, it's surprising, once you've had a weighing system on a machine, you start weighing all sorts of things around the farm.
What's that?
There's a safety aspect of it. How many trailers do you see driving down the road that are overloaded?
Yeah.
We all like to work within the realms of the law, but you could load a muck trailer actually to what it's designed to be, rather than overloading it.
Yeah.
So there's lots of aspects where once you've got it, you will really utilise it.
Yeah.
And this is where we're sort of pushing this at the moment. So we've got it on our 841 demo unit, and we'll have to set something up with you to let you have a play.
Absolutely. Yeah, David, as ever. Top job there. Lots going on from you boys. Yeah. Always good to see.
It's always good.
Like I say, we'll have to set up a demo or two because there's a few bits to try.
There's a few to have a look at. Yep.
Which would be grand. So yeah, once again, thank you very much for your time.
Enjoy the rest of the day.